Started, man. Yo, man. EJ Boxing Live here. Chris Caban, Assad, and Chris Caban and Ben Umar. They gonna carry the hangout until I cut out. So Umar and Chris Caban, Assad, go ahead. Well, more or less, Assad's just on mute right now. So go ahead, Chris Caban and Umar. Go, you guys talk, man.
You saw the fights today, Umar, so you started off.
All right, yeah, I've seen the fights today, but we're gonna save those until everybody gets on. But I want to ask you personally how you feel about the fights last week, because I didn't really get a chance to speak on it, and I listened to the Hangout. You really get a chance to speak on it. How did you feel about the card last week, Chris, with the Adrian Broner, the PBC card? How did you feel about that?
I thought Adrian Broner held too much. I think he's done at this point. He's done. The AV show is over. He got a lot of work to do. His fundamentals are flawed. I thought he held too much in the fight. I thought if he wouldn't have held too much, he would have got knocked out. That's why he held on. But AV is done, man, at this point. That's why I think about that story.
Before I give my opinion, let me ask you a question. You don't believe that Sean Porter looked a little reckless and crude at times in the fight, or how do you feel about his performance?
But I never thought he was like a technical fighter anyway. He's more like an aggressive brawler type fighter and throws a lot of punches, throws a lot of flurries. But he's a brute. But I didn't expect him to be technical like that. I thought he was going to beat it. He did what he did. He was it looked sloppy because Broner was holding, but both of them didn't look that good. But he wanted to fight.
Okay. And I'm gonna give my opinion on that fight because I wasn't on the Hangout last week, and me personally, I agree with Errol Jarrett. I had Broner winning the fight because I had a lot of the times in the fight I know they're saying that, and I know you agree with it, that Broner was clinching a lot, but I feel that Sean Porter was initiating the clinches by coming in with his head and punching behind the head and doing all that stuff. That's why Broner, like in the Porter fight, he had to initiate the clinches because this guy's coming in with his head and he's fighting so sloppy. And that's how I agree. I think the cleaner punches with the Broner, and I gave the fight to Broner by a round. I didn't have it wide or anything. I had it by a point. And the only reason I had it by a point, and going into the 12th round, I had Broner down by a point, but then with knocked down, I gave the fight to Broner by a point. So that's how I had it. I'm not saying it was a robbery or anything like that, but that's just how I had it. And I'm going to make one statement. Me personally, I never want to watch Sean Porter fight again. I think he's the worst fighter to watch fight. Period. This guy's sloppy. He's whack. He has no skill. He punches behind your head. He grapples. He's just not a good fighter, in my opinion. I don't want to see him fighting him. Like I told Errol, he's like watching a fucking kangaroo with gloves. He's just reckless.
I disagree with that. Sean Porter, he ain't no Floyd Mayweather. He ain't no technical fighter, but he's a tough guy. And sometimes it's more than skills win fights, though. It's heart, it's aggression, a good chin, a lot of factors go into winning fights. It ain't just about technical ability all the time. Arturo Gatti wasn't the most technical guy, but he did his thing at lightweight, and other fighters that wasn't that technical, and they managed to win some fights. So it's more than to it than this technical ability at times. I just think Broner, I agree with you. Clumsy and reckless at times, but Broner he got bad footwork, Umar. He don't throw a good jab, and he just don't throw enough punches to beat no elite fighter, in my opinion.
Now, Chris, I agree with you. You make good points, but what I'm saying is just that the thing about Sean Porter, and I no disrespect Sean Porter, I'm glad he's doing well, and I wish him the best, but he's just horrible to watch. I'm telling you right now. Like, people tell me, this is what pisses me off. People tell me that my brother Arislani Lara is horrible to watch. But that, to me, is beautiful to watch. That foot movement, that jab, that rolling out, that rolling shots. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see no sloppy ass coming in with your face, sloppy punches behind the head. That shit reminds me of some fucking white boy, some club on the 5th block fighting against another white boy. That shit don't do it for me, my G. That shit sloppy. It don't do it for me. I want to see skillfulness. That's why I fuck with dudes like Lara. You know what I mean? You know how I am, Chris. You know what I want to see. And Sean Porter fights too much like them guys for me to love it the way he fights. I'm not disrespecting him. He earned his and all that. But at the same time, that's not my cup of tea. That's not my cup of tea. And I'm going to be a fan of the way Sean Porter fights. Lara. And my brother Natty Turner just got in. So man, what up, Natty Turner? Give me your opinion, my brother.
What's up going on? What's the discussion, man?
We just me and Chris. Yeah, me and Chris are just holding down a hangout to our brother Arrow Jared come back. You can talk about anything you want, bro. Just go where you want to go, my brother.
Shit, man. What's going on this weekend, man? We got Timothy Bradley, Jesse Vargas. What y'all think about that fight?
I think Vargas gonna win again. He ain't gonna win the fight, but he gonna get the decision like he normally does.
Man, Vargas has come away with some close ones, man. Like that Josecito Lopez fight, but I've never really been impressed with Vargas. The best Vargas looked to me was under the tutelage of Roy Jones Jr. in his last fight against DeMarco, and he kind of wilted a little bit towards the end. Kind of like he always does.
Yeah,
I've never been.
Dallas as his trainer, first time in a big fight. That's kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, man. And I don't know what the real story is. The story that they're putting out to the public is because Roy Jones had a fight coming up, and he wouldn't be able to give Vargas his full attention. That's why they brought in Morales. But I don't know, man. I don't know if he'll be coming back.
Yeah, that's why Vargas was saying in the interview about Roy was still fighting and he won't get his full attention. That's why he went with another trainer.
Right. But he looked the best he looked in recent memory was against Antonio DeMarco.
DeMarco, yeah. And he struggled in that fight to me. He ain't really know.
Yeah, I mean he looked good for most of it, but he struggled down the stretch, man.
Yeah.
He struggled down the stretch. DeMarco was coming back on his ass. I don't know, man. And Timothy Bradley, I don't know. I'm kind of reevaluating Timothy Bradley as a welterweight, not as a fighter. He's always going to be a great fighter to me, but I'm reevaluating is Timothy Bradley truly a great welterweight?
Nah, I think he's better at 140. He don't look like he's strong enough for that weight class, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't see him as a great welterweight. I mean, we just gotta just look what happened here. Okay, he moves up. He fights a test fight against Abregu, right?
Yeah.
That's the test fight. Then he goes back down and he fights Devin Alexander. Is that how it goes?
Yeah, he went up there for a test fight. I forgot who I think it was Abregu. I forgot who he came back down and fought.
Yeah, I know he came back down. I think it was Devin Alexander. And then Khan was trying to get the unification popping off. That never really happened. But yeah, and then he goes back up to welterweight, you know what I mean, after the Khan fight never happened, and he fights Casamayor at welterweight. That's the fight he has before he fights Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah. He beat Casamayor.
Now Manny Pacquiao fight. I'm one of the people who believe he won a close fight, 115, 113, 7-5. You know what I mean? No blowout. I just think that he won more rounds personally, but that's just my opinion. But that was a disputed victory there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right?
I agree. Right?
Then he goes into another fight with another 140-pounder, and he fights for his life. He has a concussion in the fight against Ruslan Provodnikov, who is very one-dimensional in my opinion. I'm not impressed with Ruslan. He makes for exciting fights, but he's not a great fighter. Let's be real about this.
Daddy, can I ask you a question?
Bradley got a history of fighting the wrong fights, Natty. He shouldn't have fought Provodnikov like that, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, Ben.
Do you think that, in your opinion, do you think that maybe Bradley fought the wrong fight because of all that shit that was coming his way with the death threats and the racist shit?
That's a possibility. That's definitely a possibility, but you're a fighter, man. You got to be more disciplined than that. You got to be more disciplined than that. Greatness is more than just, you know what I'm saying, your physical attributes and what you could do. You're gonna have to execute it in the ring, and you're gonna have to know how and when to fight your fight. You know what I'm saying? You gotta alter your approach to different fighters. And giving Provodnikov his only chance to win just wasn't smart. And I know Timothy Bradley is smarter than that. I've seen him fight Lamont Peterson. I know he can fight better than that. I've seen him get up off the canvas and whoop Kendall ass's butt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just totally outbox him. So I know what he has in his tool shed, man.
Yo, but Natty, let me throw something else into the mix. Let me ask you a question. This is what kills me about Tim Bradley, and this is what's making me waver on my pick. I got Tim Bradley to win the fight myself, but
yeah,
can I ask brothers both a question? Why is it that with Tim Bradley, because what was it, 2-3 fights ago, he fought Marquez, my favorite fighter, one of my favorite fighters, my favorite fighter today, and he outboxed him. Why does Tim Bradley, in your opinion, fluctuate between being such a beautiful boxer to wanting to brawl? In your opinion, why does he do that? Because he boxed Marquez like he was top level, and in the next fight he wants to brawl. In your opinion, why does he do that?
I'm going to tell you why, because every time, Natty, you can go back and look at the fights. When he get hit with a hard punch, he immediately starts going to brawl.
Yep. And he fights sometimes he fights like he has power. You don't have power, man. So for you to fight like you're a power puncher is kind of negating all your assets to a degree.
Yeah, I don't get that, man. For real.
And then
you did against Provodnikov.
And in the Marquez fight, Marquez, the way Marquez approached the fight played a part in how Timothy looked as well. Because Marquez was like high off of that knockout, and now he think he's a knockout dude. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He forgot how his knockouts used to come. Counterpunching, setting up people, setting traps, angles. You know what I'm saying? Working off the jab. He forgot how it came. So now I knocked Pacquiao out cold. Now I'm going in the fight with Tim Bradley, think I'm about to do the same thing. And as soon as I touch him, that's all she wrote. And Marquez didn't fight the skill fight that I expected him to fight. He's not as fast as Tim Bradley, but he has excellent timing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He could have fought a different fight as well. So Marquez did not fight his normal fight that night. Same like Timothy Bradley didn't fight his normal fight against Provodnikov.
No, not at all. Not at all. Marquez is
this fight was horrible, in my opinion. I didn't enjoy watching. I watched that one time. I didn't want to watch it no more.
Yeah, and it was an okay fight, man. You know what I mean? I think Timothy Bradley. I think I had him winning 8-4.
Yeah, I had the
this was one of them type of fights.
I don't know how they got a draw out of there.
Which one? The Chavez fight?
We got a draw. I had the same story there.
No, I had the Chavez fight a draw. I'm talking about the Marquez fight. I had the Marquez fight at 8-4. I personally had the Chavez fight a draw. I mean,
I thought Tim beat Chavez. I thought he beat.
You know what I mean? And that's another fight. That we going down the line here. you know, he loses to Pacquiao. Another fight I thought he kind of eked out, but you know,
Fought the wrong fight. Yeah.
He fought the wrong fight. So if people think he lost, that's on him, because he thinks he think he's gonna knock out Pacquiao, and he's not a knockout puncher. You know what I mean?
Natty,
it's a discipline thing. Go ahead.
Natty, I watched your video. You had that Chavez fight a draw. I want you to explain to the people who hasn't seen your video, who's not smart enough to be subbing you on YouTube, why you had that fight a draw. Because I disagree with you. I had Timothy winning that fight, but I want to.
It's nothing complicated, Ben. I just watched the rounds. I don't have my scorecard with me to tell you which rounds I was giving them. Hold on, let me see if I can find them real quick. But while I was going through the fight, I mean, this is how it happened for me. I was like, I didn't watch it on that night, right? I DVR'd it, but the next day I heard everybody like, man, Timothy Bradley got robbed. I'm like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, they robbed Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley bust that ass. So I'm like, yo, let me go check it out. You know, score the fight like I normally do. But while I was watching, I'm like, it just didn't seem. It seemed like a close fight to me. And by the end of the fight, I had it even. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't, wasn't no ulterior motive. I wasn't trying to give nobody no kind of rounds. I was just scoring the fight round by round, and then when the fight was over, it was an even fight.
No, Natty. I wasn't trying to make it seem like you had an ulterior motive. I was just trying to let people know that there's ways to score a fight, and they need to observe the proper way to score a fight. And you usually score fights very well. That's why I was.
Yeah, man. It's just. Let me see if I could find the rounds I give, and then we could talk about these rounds if I could find it.
My scorecard was like, I ain't have an 8-4. I was thought you agreed with me about the he won the fight, but my scorecard was 115-113. It was a close fight, but I thought Chavez lost.
That's the difference of one round. You see that? Though?
Yeah, but
that's one round. You swing one round the other way, that's an even fight on your card too.
Exactly. So, and Chris, I had the same
last 2 rounds I thought Bradley won the fight.
Yeah, Chris, I had the same scorecard as you. I had 115-113 the same way. But what I'm saying is, a lot of people don't judge fights fairly. Like the way we all three judged it, right? Natty had it one round the other way, which is fair.
Oh.
But people judge a fight and they'll have it crazy. You know what I mean? They'll just have it crazy because it's the biasness.
Yeah,
I got it right here. I gave I gave 1 to Chavez. I gave 3 to Bradley. 4 and 5 to Chavez. 6, 7, 8, 9 to Bradley. 10, 11 to Chavez, and 12 to Bradley.
And that round up 6.
6-6.
I ain't mad
How it ended up. I mean,
this is what you motherfuckers need to understand about the brother Natty Turner. This brother is very consistent. His consistency and when the way he's fair. You're very fair, Natty. You're very consistent and you're very fair. I'll give you that, my brother.
Man, I try to be. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, my favorite fighter doesn't live in this era, so I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Do nothing special. Like if Mike McCallum was fighting.
We mess with in this era.
You know what I mean? You have an argument. Say, not these kind of bias. You know what I'm saying?
My favorite fighter
even Nicholas Walters. If I don't think he could win, I will say he can't win.
But that's my thing. That's my thing when I tell these guys, Natty. Like my favorite fighter right now is Marquez, but my favorite fighter of all time is is Nigel Benn. If Nigel Benn was fighting right now, I'd be biased as fuck, but he's not fighting.
Yep, exactly. That's my thing. Like I've picked against Jamaican fighters before. Like a lot. You know what I'm saying? If they can't win, they can't win. Like, there's no way Chad Dawson, Glenn Johnson was going to beat Chad Dawson, to me, especially in the second fight. I thought a lot of people were swayed by the last 3 rounds of their first fight.
Natty, isn't Chad Dawson of Jamaican descent too?
I'm not sure. I've heard something about it, but I've never like when his parents talk. I don't get that vibe and things of that nature. So I'm not sure. He would have to come out and say that.
That's the thing.
Glenn Johnson won the first one, Natty. Not the second. First one, I thought Glenn Johnson will beat Chad. Like,
a lot of people did, but to me, Glenn Johnson really only came on in the last 3 rounds. Exactly. Chad Dawson had that fight well in hand, in my opinion. But I know a lot of people were swayed by them championship rounds to be like, yo, the old man, you know what I'm saying, got in that ass. That's why the rematch happened. I had that. And Chad Dawson made that rematch look very easy.
Yo, but Natty, another thing you just said, right? Like they don't let you know, like, because you would never know Errol Spence was of Jamaican descent because his father was born here, his mama was born here, but he's 100% Jamaican.
Right, exactly. But check this out. I had to go figure. I had to go ask him directly because I'm Jamaican and I know. And I've lived in the South, and I know Southerners do not name their kids no damn Errol. Okay?
No, they don't.
No, I never met no Southerners named Errol. Especially Errol Spence. That name together is so West Indian. You would have to live you would have to live in the culture to understand what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I asked him a direct question on Twitter, and he said, "Yeah, as a matter of fact, I just came back from my family reunion down in Jamaica."
But Natty, before you go deeper, yes, you do need to live in the culture because, first of all, you would listen to me talk, and you would listen to my mother talk. Oh, this guy's not West Indian. Listen to my grandmother. Listen to my grandmother talk. I'm from the Virgin. I'm Trini all day. My grandma's from the Virgin Islands. Like it's straight West Indian shit over here. But you would never know. You would never know.
And my family roots is deep in Jamaica, both sides. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no American, connection. You know what I'm saying? Both sides.
The only American connection I have is just the fact that I was born in Brooklyn. My mother was born in Brooklyn. Was born in...
Well, you was born downstate hospital or Kings County?
Kings County, boy. Kings County. All day. All day Kings County, boy, over here. My sister, me, my brother, Kings County. But the thing that I take a lot of pride in the fact that, and I know you do the same thing, we take pride in being from that island.
Man. Definitely, man. I mean, the culture is strong, man. If you live in Brooklyn, you know that it's not a far stretch. You don't really leave your culture in Brooklyn. That shit is all around. Go to Church Ave, man. Church Ave is like the West Indian melting pot, man.
Bruh, Troy Ave, Church
Ave. Flatbush in general, man. Junction. You know what I'm saying?
Everywhere. I feel at home over here because they remind me of my grandmama who rest in peace, passed away. But like I get that culture that I need. You know what I mean? But we're going off subject. But let me ask you brothers a question about. All right, so let's move on to some other fights. I guess we can move on to this one because we talk about Brooklyn anyway, Nat. My Brooklyn brethren is over here. Even though he ain't really one of us. He ain't one of us at all. Paulie fighting motherfucking Danny. Natty, then Chris, or Chris and Natty, whoever want to take it first. How y'all feel about that fight? Break down that fight. How y'all think that fight's going to go?
Man. Who won it first? Okay, I'll take it. It
depends on if the only way I see Danny winning Paulie completely doesn't have nothing left because I think he can easily outbox Danny. Danny ain't got no good footwork to keep up with Paulie. Paulie can pop that jab and move side to side, and he can just make Garcia look stupid just like Herrera. I think he's a better technical boxer than Herrera. I just think Danny might be in trouble at 147. He's going to get outboxed. That's my opinion. Depending on how much Paulie Maldonado got left in the tank, though, because he did take a brutal ass beating by Sean Porter. Let's not forget that.
Yes. That's in the back of my mind right there. And I'm not. To me, I think Danny was forcing that issue at 140 pounds, man. Like he was trying to make that weight when it was like it was too much for him to do. I think Danny might be a little stronger, a little sharper at 147 pounds. Now, can Danny take on the top contenders up there? I don't know. But an inactive Paulie Malignaggi who doesn't have any power, he might be able to get through that, man. I don't see him being phased like Zab Judah was.
Yeah.
Like Paulie against Zab Judah was the weirdest thing I ever seen in my life, man. Zab Judah looked intimidated by Paulie.
Zab looked like an old ass man in that fight now.
Yeah, he was like he looked intimidated by like he didn't want to take no shots from Paulie. Like Paulie had bricks in his gloves or something. I'm like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And I don't see Danny doing that.
Can
I speak on that fight?
Go ahead.
All right, I was in the building for the Paulie Zab fight. All right, I was there in Brooklyn, right, and watching the fight. I picked Paulie to win, and I picked him to win because I thought Zab was done, mind you. But when I watched the fight, like Natty just said, and Natty lived in New York a lot of his life, so he knows what's going on over here. Natty knows better. Natty knows you cannot get your ass. You from Brownsville? You cannot get your ass whipped by no motherfucker from Bensonhurst.
I said that in my post fight. I'm like, what? No.
And I'm watching the fight, and I'm like, why are you backing up from these jabs? And I'm watching, I'm like, what is going on? Like Natty said, he was fighting Paulie like Paulie was Miguel Cotto. Like, he's backing up. And I'm like, what's going on? And that's when I gave up on Zab. Officially. I was like, no, Zab's not Zab he was 10 years ago. Okay, cool. But that shit threw me off. Because, like I said, Natty lived in New York for a good chunk of his life, and he understands. And he understands that shit. This is why this guy, in my opinion, moved to Vegas. Because he can't come back to Brownsville with that bullshit. You can't lose this guy from fucking Brownsville. Anyway.
Did y'all hear, like, when they interviewed him after the fight, somebody interviewed him on YouTube, and he was like, he saw openings, he just couldn't let his hands go. That sounds like you need to retire. He's past his prime.
You shot.
Yeah.
Like,
but did you guys hear when his father was getting on him in the corner? He was like, you acting like you scared of this white boy. That's what I said to him. I kid you not. Fight back.
So Judah used to kick people in the head for a living. He knows.
His father was the kickboxing champion. His father was not having it. He was like,
yeah, there's some footage on YouTube. He was a beast. He was nasty.
And Paulie would win a close decision, but I never thought it would be like that. But anyway,
yeah.
Zab did what he did. But Danny's not from Brooklyn. Danny's from Philly. He's from up the road. So fuck that.
Yeah.
I think Paulie, like Chris said, can move side to side, lateral movement, and outbox him. If he gets caught by something heavy, he's going to be all over. But if he can move side to side, outbox him, stick the jab in his face, hit him with the right hand every once in a while, get a little bit of respect, I think he's going to win the fight. But that's just me.
Like again, depends on how much Marginelli got left, because he took a beating. And you remember he said when he went to the doctor, it's like he was in a car accident. You remember that, Natty?
Yeah, man. I wish I had got to see him against that Boston kid. It would have told me a little bit more. But his inactivity, that loss that he took, and he took some time healing from that cut that he had in sparring. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how prepared he is.
Daddy, he's been out of the ring for almost 2 years now.
Yeah, man.
It's a long stretch.
It's a long stretch, man. It's a long stretch, and for a fighter that fights like Paulie does, he needs, you know, to be in the ring. He needs to be a little bit active.
Yeah.
To do the things that he does.
That's it, right, my brother. He needs to take punches to learn how to avoid punches, because his whole skill is reflexes and being in the ring. That's the whole thing, is reflexes and avoiding shots. And he's gonna get in there with a guy who's having shot and hasn't been active for a long time. And I'm moving for Paul. I keep it moving for Paul. And I
like Paulie. Paulie keeps it 100 though. You know what I'm saying? I like. I mean, a lot of people hate him because of what he said about Manny Pacquiao, but he speaks his mind, man. And he has a very unique perspective on things, man. And I like Paulie, but
I'll tell you this right now.
I don't know. He might need to stay a commentator, B.
Yeah, he might need to. But I got him for winning this fight. He loses, stay a commentator. But I'm telling you right now, they hate him because Paulie's the only white boy in America that I noticed that put Pacquiao on the carpet for his bullshit. He put him on the carpet. He told the truth. This motherfucker's a clown and he's lying to you. He's the only white boy that did it. Every other motherfucker, like Jim Lampley, like Max Kellerman, all these motherfuckers, they're giving Pacquiao a pass. Paulie didn't give him a pass, so they hate him.
And let me tell you something else, man. Danny Garcia, he can't lose this fight.
Nah, he can't.
Danny cannot lose this fight. And I think he knows this shit. So there's a lot of pressure on Danny Garcia, too. You know what I mean?
All them bad performances, and he should have lost 2 fights.
You know what I mean?
Some people think.
He cannot lose to no 2-year layoff Paulie Malignaggi, feather-fisted Paulie Malignaggi. I don't care if it's at 147. And Paulie been there longer. Paulie can't punch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He cannot. If he loses to Paulie Malignaggi, that's the beginning of the end for Danny Garcia. He gonna have to start hocking them chains and shit.
Yeah, it's the real shit. I love Danny. No homo. Danny's my guy. Danny is the Puerto Rican Adrian Broner. Shit's ending real quick. Solo.
Like I haven't really seen a really great performance from Danny since the Matisse fight, man. How long ago was that shit?
2 years ago. 2 years ago.
How long ago did Canelo get his ass whooped? Like, come on, man. That was a long time ago, B. He should have moved up after that fight. Let me tell you what Danny Garcia should have did after that fight. After that fight, he should have moved up, tested the waters at 147. You know what I'm saying? Fought some light competition to see where he's at and how his body feels. You know what I'm saying? Get acclimated to the weight, and then he will be prepared now.
Natty, that was his crowning achievement, because everybody, I wasn't one of them, because I told everybody, and anybody, and Chris can back me up on this, because Chris was right with me, that he was going to beat Matisse, and I know you was right there too. You said he was going to beat.
I was with that. I was trying to post that video, but the sound wouldn't show. I got every one of them fights right, except for the Ishe Smith fight.
Natty Turner was right there with me. He had Danny Garcia beat Matisse. But once he won that fight, it was like he thought he beat the world, and it was like he don't need to do no more. No, you beat this guy, but you still got more to prove.
Yep, and he was having trouble making the weight back then. If you're trying to make weight at the last minute, dude, you need to move up. You need to move up. And fight, knocking out Rod Salka is not helping your PR, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? In between.
EJ back laughing in the background.
Yeah, man. What's up?
What the hell was that?
Daddy.
That ain't helping you at all, man. People salty over the Herrera fight, and then you fight Salka, and you still trying to stick around at this 140 and holding on to the belts. Now you finally released the belts, but you didn't strategize it well at all. Like I said, he should have tested the waters after the Matisse fight. But he didn't want to give up them belts. He didn't want to be like, I'm not the champion anymore. And that's another thing. I believe that's the same thing Amir Khan was doing too, lingering around at 140, waiting for a Danny Garcia rematch. That's why he looked suspect against Carlos Molina, and he got knocked down twice by Julio Diaz. Cause Khan is a big boy, man. I don't even know how he was making 135 pounds.
Yeah.
Me neither. He was way bigger than them dudes.
Big dude. That dude's like 5'10", 5'11".
No doubt, boy. No doubt, man. What? Well, you guys been putting on. Hey, Natty, did you watch Winning the Fights in England?
Nah, man.
All right. I'm gonna go through it real quick though, because it was a good night in the UK. Umar watched some of the thing, but he didn't watch all of them. So Martin Murray scored. I think it was like a second round knockout over some dude. It was a blowout, and it was quick. Tony Bellew. Tony Bellew's fight. It wasn't. It like Tony Bellew, man. He looks okay, but eventually he ended up stopping the dude, and they're looking. Tony Bellew's gonna be fighting against one Hernandez. Is it? What's that guy's name again? The Cruiserweight champ. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, he gonna get knocked out. You don't want it with that guy. That Cuban dude.
Yeah.
Johan.
One public Hernandez, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they said, like Eddie Hearn said, they're gonna stay. I said he gonna get his ass whooped.
Cash out. That's called a cash out right there.
Yeah, that's what I said as well. I don't know what he think he gonna do. He won't get, the way if you saw his performance today, it wasn't that good, man. It wasn't that good versus this guy Lipo. No one even heard it.
Was he in shape?
Who, the guy he fought? Who, Tony?
No, I'm talking Bellew.
Nah, man. Nah, he's fat, man. He's fat, man.
Cats ain't taking the game seriously, man.
I know the film and stuff. I think at Cruiserweight he feels like he coming really heavy, and that'll help his power, which it help. It does help in power, but you got Hernandez who's in shape and shit, man. He's
in shape, and he goes to the body too.
Yeah. He's a world class athlete. Like Tony's still doing the same thing, still loading up with his punches. Like if anything, the guy even like stunned Tony a bit in the fight, but Tony comfortably beat him. So that's the fight coming up. The next fight we saw was Rocky Fielding versus Brian Vera. Now, me and Umar watched that together, man. And I'll tell you what, man. Umar lost some money on the fight. I don't know why he bet on Brian Vera, but he did.
Man, he was believing Brian Vera's interview, man.
Brian Vera got outed, bro. He got outed completely, bro. Completely.
Brian Vera sounded real convincing in that interview with the boxing voice, man.
Man, he got outed. Listen, bro. He got caught with such an uppercut, it was embarrassing. Umar, you want to say something?
Yeah, I was just agreeing with Natty. He sound real fucking convinced on the boxing voice. Motherfucker had me believing. I put a little 75. That motherfucker.
You know the boxing voice last night. Nez, who was interviewing Nez?
Yeah. Ness and them guys. He got knocked out fucking uppercut.
You know Nez. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Me and Arrow watched the fight, the whole thing. It was only lasted 2 rounds. He got knocked out on the uppercut. He got hit. He got clotheslined, basically. Went down, got back up, and then got uppercutted and got put to sleep. And it was bad. It was just bad. It was
embarrassing is what it was.
Furthermore, he's shot. He's a shot fighter.
Of course he is.
I mean, he's fighting because that's his bread and butter. He's not fighting because he think he's gonna win no damn championship. He's done.
He made Rocky Fielding look like Rocky Balboa, man. Trust me, bro. He made him look good. He made him look good, man. Hey, by the way, people who listening, watching, because I know there's some people watching. There's a chat, so leave your comments and we'll do our best to address the comments right now. So we've got a live chat right now, so comment if you disagree, agree what we're saying. Just put it in. Just try not to be too disrespectful, because if you are, say Umar on you anyway. But anyways, yeah, like I said, it was a terrible performance by Brandon. Hey, Rocky Fielding, he didn't look too good. So let's move on to the main event. So me and Umar watched this as well. We're talking about Callum Smith versus what's that guy thingy gay cup? What's this guy's name again? Christian Rebrasse or Rebrasse.
It was Christopher Rebrasse.
Christopher Rebrasse, and he recently just lost to George Groves in a 12-round fight, which was for the European. He was a former European champion as well. And I tell you what, he gave Callum all the trouble he can. He caught Callum in the fight, but Callum hit him down with a body shot, and it looked like the fight might be over. But the guy rallied back to come in. It was unanimous on the scorecards, wide open. But for me, Callum Smith, he's talking about fighting George Groves, or the winner of George Groves and Bundu Jack. I don't think he's ready for them. I think he should be fighting Rocky Fielding. Rocky Fielding and Callum Smith should happen. And I don't know what anyone said. They're both from Liverpool. They're both in the same weight class. He does beat Brown and Vera. He just fought underneath, like, you know, Callum Smith was the main event. You was just the undercard. So I think they should fight. I mean, what do you guys think about that?
You want me to go first? You want me to go first? I seen the fight?
Yeah.
All right, well, this motherfucker, Rebrasse, came in. He came in to win, and he lost. All right, he won 2 rounds. In my opinion, I was telling my brother Errol from the first round, and he won't contradict me because he knows I'm telling the truth, that left hand from Callum Smith was vicious. Okay, it was vicious. And that left hand showed up in the 11th round when he hit him with that left hand in the body. I was like, yo, Errol, you see that left hand in the body? I said that in the 2nd round. And that left hand in the 11th round came through. He hit him with the left hand to the liver. Motherfucker folded up like a fucking tent. Went down to the ground. Got back up, folded out. But that left hand to the body is serious. But at the same time, I agree with Errol. This guy is not ready for no fucking... He's not ready for the way... From what I understand, the way they were talking, they're talking like he's ready for at 168. Talking like he's ready for Andre Ward. Stop it. Kill yourself. Talking about he's ready for
I'm sorry.
This is world champion right now. I tried to tell Umar, I didn't keep gassing him up.
Yeah, they're gassing up. But he's not ready for nobody at that weight class. But I think he could beat Abrahams if all things are right, and I think he could beat Bundu Jack, because I'm not a believer in Bundu Jack or George Groves. Whoever wins that fight, I think he can beat them. He can beat Abrahams, but I think if he wins the title, he won't last long. But anybody else can get their opinion on it after that.
Oh my god.
Anyone else? You got an opinion on that? Guess not, man. No one cares about that fight. No one cares about the UK card.
That's not true. We care about UK fire. That's not true.
All right, go ahead.
We care about UK fighters, but I've never been sold on Callum Smith.
I don't know, Umar. Go ahead, Umar. Go ahead, Natty. Go ahead.
I've never been sold on Callum Smith. I've seen him fight a few times on some of these UK cards, man, and they're hyping him up like he's the next big shit, and I just don't see anything special about him, especially at 168. Nah. He ain't beating James Aguirre. Like, the people that matter, he's not beating. No. I don't think he beats Sakio Bika. And Bika's done.
What about the Jarrell brothers? You think he beats the Jarrell brothers?
Hell no. Hell no. He might fight a close one with Anthony, but if Anthony's focused, Anthony gets him out of there too.
Umar said he beat both Jarrell brothers.
Nah, fam. I gotta disagree. What did he show you that makes you think he could beat the Matrix?
Yo, can y'all hear me? Let me jump in. Errol's lying. First of all, I did not say
Errol crazy.
We're gonna keep this a buck. Errol went through every 160 pounder. He said, "Does he beat the Matrix?" I was like, "Hell no." Does he beat the dog? I was like, "Hell no." Only person I said he has a chance to beat was Abraham and the winner out of Bundu Jack and Groves. Everybody else I said washes him. So don't lie. Don't lie, keep it a buck.
All right, fair enough. Well,
And if Bottle Jack does what I think he does to Grove, he can't mess with Bottle Jack neither.
I don't got him that exactly. I ain't got him beating Bundu Jack. Hey, you know what? What about Rocky Field? You got Rocky Field beating Bundu Jack or any of them opponents.
I mean, based on what? I gotta see something. I didn't rate Brian Vera, at least not at this point. He was a tough competitor maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Tough test, but he's done now, man.
Well, why you ain't call me before I put fucking $75 on that fight? Why you ain't call me and tell me that?
I'm sorry, fam. I'm sorry. I didn't know you was doing that.
You might as well gave that money to us, look, then let us fucking go and buy some stuff.
No. Yeah, put it to my GoFundMe. I'm doing a GoFundMe for the next album.
I would rather give you that $75 for your good music than fucking.
That was a waste. That was a waste of money, man.
Oh my God, no, Vera. Vera got you, B. He made it sound real good, though. I'm not gonna lie, but I wasn't believing that shit at all.
Hey, in a couple of hours, so Leonard Bundu's facing Pablo Mayaga or whatever. He facing him on Showtime, a Showbox. That's coming up in a couple of hours. Also on that card, Dominic Wade versus Sam Solomon. Sam Solomon, oh, he's back. The Australian guy.
What?
Yeah, that's
Sam Solomon? Did he fix his ankle?
Yeah, I guess he fixed his ankle from the Jermaine Taylor fight. So that's on Showbox in a couple of hours. So, what you know about?
Hey, EJ, I'm about to tag. EJ, you hear me?
Yeah. I'm
about to tag you in something. Tell me if you want to bring it up or not. I'm not gonna say shit. I'm just gonna tag you in this. I just got it on my Google Plus, and I'm cracking up. I can't stop laughing about this shit. I'm interrupting the chat, messing with this. Hold on.
Oh. While he's doing that, I like Bundu. I got Bundu. I think Bundu's a very good fighter.
Yeah, go ahead. Burn on that side. Burn on the buck.
When I was watching the Keith Thurman fight, because I'm not gonna lie, that's the only time I saw Bundu fight. He definitely did impress me. The fact that he was able to switch back and forth caused a lot of problems. And usually when someone switches from orthodox to southpaw, even Floyd Mayweather, when Zab caught him, people usually get punched in the face when they're doing that, because then they're exposing themselves to someone's power hand when they're switching off and they're not defending themselves. Bundu did it really good, and it caused a lot of problems for Keith Thurman. When Keith Thurman switched and actually hit him during southpaw, when he luckily got him, I really do think that was kind of a lucky punch. But Bundu was very, very good, very defensive. I liked him a lot, actually. First time seeing him, I was very impressed.
You gotta watch a few more Bundu fights when he was fighting in the European title and stuff.
Yeah, man. Check out the Lee Purdy fight, man.
Hey, y'all check my channel. I interviewed him yesterday.
You interviewed him yesterday?
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday. I'm gonna interview him tomorrow after the fight. Yeah, I interviewed him yesterday. Check out my channel. You see the interview, bro.
I'm about to right now.
Yeah. My brother Beats and Rhymes just jumped on Beats. Give your opinion, brother.
Beats. What up, Beats?
Hey, Beats, you see the Liverpool card?
I saw the trail end of it. I see a little. Is it Callum Smith?
Yeah, versus Rebrasse.
Yeah.
Hey, they're trying to say that guy's the next world champion. What do you think, bro?
Beats. Will you tell this guy that fucking guy Callum Smith got a mean ass left hook? Will you tell him? Tell him.
Good left hook to the body, but at world level, I don't know. I mean, what you got to realize when you fight them European guys, that's what Frankie Gavin found out. A lot of European fighters, they throw one shot at a time, but when you go international level, them man are throwing combinations, and then when you throw combinations from different angles, then it's a different level, man. I mean, boxing changes, man.
Yeah.
All right, so how do you see him versus George Groves or Bundu Jack?
I think he's got a chance of he can compete, but it's that step in it. It's that step. I think he can beat Groves, perhaps. I mean,
nah.
I don't know.
Maybe he could beat Gilbert Martinez.
No one, bro. He ain't been. In that performance right there, he should fight Rocky Fielding. You see Rocky Fielding fought Brandon Vera. Did you see that fight?
Yeah, he mash up Vera. I missed that though. He mash him up though, innit?
Yeah. Umar.
Yeah, man.
Umar bet money. Umar lost some holy money on that one, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, I could have told you that. I could have told you that, man. Jeez, on Umar.
Yeah, they put him over together to get beaten, innit?
Beats. If he hit him with a mean ass uppercut, put him down.
Yeah, well, I mean, they brought him over to get beaten up. That's I mean.
Yeah, that's what he was there for.
Yeah.
I know.
They scouted that man. They knew he had nothing left.
Listen, man. That's in the Echo Arena in Liverpool, right? They ain't bringing man over there to go send their man home unhappy. Want to tear up the stadium.
Oh no, I know, but the odds were 7-1. I was looking at 7-1 on Brian Vera, and I thought Brian Vera, the guys he fought in his career, he should be able to handle Rocky fucking Fielding. But not only could he not handle Rocky, he got knocked out.
That was a long time ago, man. And one of his last fights against what's the old buddy name that just fought Triple G? El Mongoose Monroe.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Man, he had him on shaky legs, man. And Monroe don't have power.
Yeah.
I seen fucking Brian Vera, right? Go 12 rounds twice. Twice. And he gets knocked out by some fucking He gets knocked out twice by some fucking European in England in the second round. Surprised me, my bro.
Well, Chavez is an undisciplined, spoiled brat of a fighter. When does he goes into fight prepared anyway?
You're right. I should have took that into account, but I didn't. I just figured worst case scenario goes the distance. He got knocked down in the first round, my brother. Me and Aaron watched. He got knocked down in the first round. In the second round, he got clothesline, got back up, and then got uppercut.
Yeah, he got messed up, man. He got.
Man, you guys, if you're gonna do that international betting, I don't gamble, but this is I think it's quite obvious, man. You got to do some research on the other country that you're betting in. If you haven't researched none of the fighters over there, that's a bit of a gamble, isn't it?
Yeah, man. Ben Omar thought he was gonna get him some pound sterling.
Yeah, that's what Umar for the odds don't be. That's what Umar's starving Marvin.
Yeah, but look at Fielding's got an unbeaten. He's been unbeaten for a little while, hasn't he? You know what I mean?
He hasn't fought for Umar. He ain't fought for over a year, like injury and shit. But that's probably why he over a year as well. They were factoring into that. But that's why the odds were so wide. But man, we know he's gonna put him over.
Yeah, he's a lot fresher. See, what you got to look at, man. You got to look at them guys are a lot fresher than Vera. Vera's took beatings from like 2005 when Codrick was knocking out. He took lots of beatings, man. Wear and tear.
And he got knocked out by Gabriel Zotto in the BKB. Let's not forget that shit.
Yeah. Too.
Yo, but
gloves.
Yo, but Rosado lost my brother from Brooklyn in the BKB, so I wasn't paying much attention to that. But
but he stayed on his feet. Vera got knocked out cold.
Man, that's my brother. He got.
You got to take matchmaking. You see, matchmaking in boxing. You got to see because they've got guys there looking. Or finding out what's happening in the gyms. Oh yeah, Vera's a good name. He ain't looked too good in sparring. Or he hasn't been inspiring regular, and then they go bring you in to get bashed up. That's how they do it, man.
Question: Rocky Fielding is trash.
I hear what you're saying. But he's strong and young, and he's facing a guy with a lot of wear and tear on him.
Right. You're right. Yep. And that's what got me. I went with experience over strong and young, and I should have went with strong and young.
Yeah, the experience don't mean shit if you can't pull the trigger no more, man.
Yep.
Look at Shane Mosley and Canelo.
Yep.
Like Shane Mosley had all the experience in the world, but he just couldn't do anything anymore, man.
Speaking of that fight, you talk about Shane Mosley versus Canelo. My brother-in-law live on the ref. Motherfucker, a couple people might know him on YouTube. That motherfucker was so angry watching that fight. He's like, yo, where's my brother Shane at? My brother Shane ain't pull the trigger. He was going so crazy watching that fight. He's like, yo, where's Shane at? Because he couldn't see Shane. And then the more and more I watched that fight, Shane didn't pull the trigger. A young Shane, exactly, at all. A young Shane would have put down Canelo. But he ain't have it. He couldn't let his shit go. Couldn't let his shit go. You're right. Vera couldn't let his shit go.
It's matchmaking, man. It's matchmaking.
He's thinking it. Like, he sees the holes. He know he could. He knows what to do. It just won't happen. You know what I'm saying? The synopsis won't connect. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, there's a reason why the Golden Boys and like the big promotional companies are in business, because they got good matchmakers. It's not because their fighters are really brilliant. It's because they got good matchmakers.
And their matchmaking is making sure this guy is a year off, or he's knocked out a couple of times away from him, because the chances are he's not recovered. Because I mean, how long does it really take you psychologically to recover from a knockdown?
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
that's why Danny Garcia is fighting Paulie Malignaggi, and not the winner of Sean Porter, Adrian Broner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Danny ain't looking to extend himself right now. Like that. That's the boy.
Brooklyn Magic, boy. Got my shirt ready. Brooklyn Magic is winning that fight, boy.
Are they fighting in the Barclays?
Yes, they are. August 1st, and I will be there. I got my shirt ready. Brooklyn on the front, Magic on the back. Brooklyn Magic.
Where is that shit at, man? Is that on Fulton Street?
Where the Barclays?
Yeah, where is that?
That's over there downtown. That's downtown Brooklyn. That's not on Fulton.
Downtown?
Yeah, it's downtown. That's over there by
close to Fulton Street Mall.
It's close. It's close to that. It's close to that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be out there talking the greasy shit. I already told Errol, Puerto Rican's gonna be out there heavy, but I'm gonna be the one motherfucker with Paulie. I'm gonna be talking the greasy.
Let's talk about news. Let's talk about news just come out now. So Eddie Hearns just put it out on all over on Twitter that Nathan Clever will be facing from Farah, Andre from Farah. What's your guys' take on that, man?
Oh, that's a tough fight, man. I got from Farah in that fight.
I go for Farah. Whoop his ass, man.
I got from Farah body bagging that.
Farah bashing him up, man.
Yeah,
I mean, I know it was Chavez, but it was at a catchweight, and Fafara looked awesome in that fight, man.
Yeah, I go from Farah.
He took Chavez to school. I mean, I got from Farah, man. I never really was impressed with Cleverly, and at this point, I don't know. I don't see him doing anything spectacular.
Nah, I don't think so either. I don't see how Nathan's going to do for fun. Farah's on the road right now. He just bashed that Chavez. He's on a high. He gave Adonis Stevenson one of the hardest fights. So for me, I like
Has he fought since the Bellew fight?
Who's that? Cleverly?
Cleverly.
He fought on the Wembley thing when I was at Wembley.
Okay.
That one round against that guy, he looked like he came to quit, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's back to light heavy now.
Yeah.
He's going back up light heavy.
Don't try to be training him, so.
He knows better.
I don't like his choice.
I mean, he stands a better chance, but not against no damn Fanfara.
No, I don't go him a little bit Fanfara.
He might as well, if he's gonna fight Fanfara, he might as well fight the champion. He might as well just go for a belt.
Yeah. What's going on?
Go fight Kovalev and shit.
Yeah. Hopefully some people, man, if you're listening, man, comment on the chat at the side, man. So you know what I'm saying. Leave your questions on the side, man. For Beats and me, Umar, Chris Caban, and Assad, man. But I don't like his chances. I you know what would be funny if they made Cleverly the favorite coming into that fight. I'll bet only put money on Fonfara for that one, because you know Fonfara when he was going against Chavez, you know he was the underdog, right?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Imagine
Yep.
that. Nobody put fucking money on that.
No, in my opinion, he wasn't. I'm for far winning that, man.
Me too. My video is still up. I love that one, man, because I call that one to the T.
Yeah,
that was easy work.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But that's boxing for you, man.
There was only one pro in that fight to me, and that was from Fire, man. So,
but you know, people chose Chavez because his name is Chavez. That's it.
Yeah. Right now, yo, I lost money on that fight because I told Errol today, I was like, yo, I should have listened to y'all. I should have bet on fucking Fanfare, and I lost money on Chavez.
That was some funny shit to me. Like, I mean, what in Chavez's career that made you think that he could fight a top tier light heavyweight?
I'm gonna tell you what my thought process was. I'm gonna tell you my thought process. My thought process was stupid. Mind you, it was stupid. I seen him fight fucking Andy Lee. The way he beat up Andy Lee in that corner, I'm like, yeah, Chavez gonna do the same thing to Fanfare. He's gonna beat him up in the corner. I was.
Shit. Did you see the previous rounds that led up to that? Andy Lee was teeing off on Chavez.
Yeah, man, I watched back. My brother Andy Lee was hitting him with that shit. He just didn't have to put him down.
Yeah, he didn't have no power to put him down, man. That was all it was. But other than that, Andy Lee was winning that fight easy. But Chavez was 185 pounds, man. Like at 160.
That's the thing about Chavez. Chavez at middleweight, fucking different proposition. That motherfucker could take all your punches, man. He can take all your punches at middleweight.
Because he comes into the ring as a cruiser.
Yeah. For real.
Get the hell out of here with that, man.
Yeah. At middleweight, he's a different animal, man. But any other weight, he's getting his ass whooped. And that's
if Chavez can't make the weight and come back at 160 like he claims he's gonna do, he's done. His career's over.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna do 68. I hope, I want to see what he could do, man. Like, if he's trained, if he does the right thing, I want to see what he could do. If he's has any potential at all, because he's with Robert Garcia now, and he seems like he's like the only trainer that he ever listened to so far.
It's true, man.
Before we get off the line, can I ask y'all brothers a question, right? The International Boxing Hall of Fame is coming up soon, and I want to ask you guys a specific question, and answer it specifically if you can. How do y'all feel about this? This shit pissed me off. All right, Boom Boom Mancini got in, right? But my brother Nigel Ben didn't get in, and that shit pissed me the fuck off. And I want to hear your thoughts. Boom Boom specifically. Don't give me no other shit of why Boom Boom Mancini can get in. Give me your opinion. Boom Boom Mancini got in. Nigel Ben didn't get in. Can your brothers give me your opinion on it?
Boom Boom Mancini shouldn't have got in my opinion.
At all. Overrated. He made exciting fights, don't get me wrong, but he's not a ATG to me.
Man, he made some exciting fights, man. I ain't got no problem with Boom Mancini.
Yeah, too.
I ain't got no problem. No. I think Nigel Ben should get in as well. I ain't got no problem with Boom Man. Nigel Ben was on the ballot, and if I got a problem with the sports writers or anything. Nigel should get in, and so should Boom Mancini. I ain't got no problem with Boom Mancini.
And I know part of it is because he's a British fighter, man.
Yeah, well, Nassim Hamid got in. Umar did.
Yeah, but Nassim made his bones in the United States, man. On HBO, he had the big HBO contract. He had his damn billboard in the middle of what you call it, Times Square and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nigel Ben didn't have all of that fanfare with him.
Natty, that's why I said forget about fucking all the bullshit. You talking about fucking Prince Nassim. Prince Nassim deserves to be in. I'm not talking about my brother Prince. I'm talking about Nigel and Boom Boom. How the fuck did they put Boom Boom Mancini in and not put my brother?
Nigel definitely deserves to be in there. Definitely deserved to be in there. But what I was saying is, because he was British, there was some bias there. You know what I'm saying? And he said, Prince Nassim got in there, and he's British, but Prince Nassim had more fanfare behind him on stateside.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
That he was a more celebrated fighter in the United States than Nigel Benn ever was.
They're crazy. You're telling me Nigel Benn, who went over and beat Iran Barkley, doesn't or Boom Boom Mancini, who beat nobody. He beat nobody. He took a
Dooku Kim.
Dude, who the fuck is Dooku Kim? Cause
man. If I hear Dooku Kim one more time.
Nah, come on. Dooku Kim could have won that fight, then he would have been someone.
Dooku Kim is nobody.
The
only reason why Dooku Kim's name is still mentioned is because he got killed in the fight.
He got killed in the ring. That's it. That's it.
If he won the fight, he would have been someone, right?
But he didn't.
What did he do before that fight, though, Era?
Yeah, but what do a lot of English guys do before we come over and beat American asses? That's what I mean. When we come over and beat Americans, then you get your name.
Look, when Nigel Benn knocked out Julian Jackson twice, that's form. And he was icing people, putting them to sleep on canvas, bro.
Julian Jackson not in the... We was talking about Julian Jackson not in the Hall of Fame. Jeremy McClare's not in the Hall of Fame. James Toney's not in the Hall of Fame. Michael Nunn's not in the Hall of Fame.
Mike McCallum is.
Yeah, I know Mike McCallum is. I know it is. Of course he is. But they all them great guys, they like, are they even great? Why they should be in the Hall of Fame in my eyes? Why they not?
Well, put it this way: if Nigel Benn should be in the Hall of Fame, if Boom Boom Mancini is in the Hall of Fame, point blank.
Yep.
There's no two ways around it.
But Chris Eubank Senior was on the ballot as well. He didn't get in.
Didn't he lose to Ben?
Yeah, he didn't. Never lost to Ben.
Never lost to Ben? But it was a disputed decision in a fight.
The second
in one of them fights. In the second fight.
Yeah, Ben should have got it, but he didn't get it.
Yeah.
But they got him in there. But Umar, you still there? Umar's got a problem with Boom and Mancini, man, I guess, huh?
I got a problem with Boom and Mancini.
No problem with Boom and Mancini as well.
Like, and the way and you know, the way Boom Boom Mancini talks is like he's like the epitome of boxing. He's like the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? And his word is law. And he's to me he's like he's not that great, man.
Boom Boom's like
fighter. I mean, he's Freddie Roach who won a title.
He was Arturo.
That's hard, man. What the
Arturo Gatti of that time? That's who he was.
Yep.
You guys are getting off.
No, but that's who he was. I vividly used to watch boxing them days, right?
And Gotti got in there too.
Yeah. He was the Arturo Gatti of them days. When he fought the guys like Art Friars, like they were no big contenders, but he was having wars with them.
Alright, man.
Like wars. When he fought Arguello, knocked out. Got beaten twice by Bramble, right? Camacho outboxed.
Yeah, Livingston Bramble bust his ass. I forgot about that shit.
Red Haugen nearly decapitated him.
That's after Luke Dooku Kim shit. He didn't recover from that. So Livingston Bramble got in his head telling him about how you killed the little Asian guy.
Listen, that didn't affect him. He fought more aggressively than anyone. That didn't affect him at all. He fought more aggressively than any fighter of his era. So it didn't affect him.
He said it did in the documentary on YouTube.
He can say what he wants.
He gonna say that now. It didn't show in the ring. He was trying to decapitate people. It just wasn't effective.
Nigel Benn doesn't get the respect he deserves. Fuck the Hall of Fame. Fuck this crack Hall of Fame. Nigel Benn doesn't get the respect he deserves. Period.
Mancini was a big ticket seller.
That's what it was. What it's all about. Like Gotti was in Atlantic City.
Exactly. Arturo, like Natty just said, Arturo Gotti sold all kinds of tickets in Atlantic City, motherfucker. Anytime they mention Arturo Gotti, motherfucker, tickets will get sold. Was he a good fighter?
His dad was always at his fights. They always talked about what a good boy Mancini was and a nice relationship with his dad. And he was loved in Youngstown, Ohio.
Youngstown, the Midwest, small town kid.
Yes. Yep. That's what sold it.
That's it.
The question was, If you got a problem, I ain't got no problem in being in the Hall of Fame. That's me.
You told me that motherfucking. Not only did you tell me that Nigel didn't go in, which I already knew, because that pissed me off. That's my favorite fighter. But you also told me that the G-Man didn't go in. You also told me that motherfucking. What's my brother's name? That the power punching motherfucking Virgin Island motherfucker. What's his name?
Julian Jackson. Julian Jackson. The Hawk.
He told me Hawk. He told me the Hawk ain't in. But you telling me Boom Boom Mancini's in?
I'm telling you, this is what I'm telling you. I believe all of them should be in. I ain't got no problem with Boom getting in either. I ain't got no problem with him. That's what I mean. That you asked the question. That's my answer. I'm someone else. If they got a problem with Boom Mancini, they air their opinion. That's my opinion. I have no problem with being in the Hall of Fame. I have a problem with. I have a problem with Arturo Gatti being in the Hall of Fame, and I had a problem with Rocky being in the Hall of Fame. Now I had a problem with them.
Jackson.
So if you had a problem with Gotti being in the Hall of Fame, you should have a problem with Boom Boom being in the Hall of Fame.
Why is that?
Because Arturo Gatti fought better competition than Boom Boom, and he won at least.
He fought Lex
I don't think he fought better competition. He just got beat.
Well, at least he was champion more than him.
No.
Julian Jackson knocked out light middles and full middles abroad, America, here, there, and he man, that's ridiculous and shit. It's absolutely ludicrous. It's
Even when he was losing.
Stop it.
Arturo Gatti got it.
Anyone defending Mancini, give me an elite fighter who Mancini beat, right? Because the only one I can think of is the guy who beat Bowser Edwards, right?
Can I say something? Can I say something? I'm gonna say something. My brother, fucking Nigel Ben. I'm American, all the way, mate, all the mate. What did he say? Came in here and tried to scar me up, all the way, mate, all the way.
He came in trying to bash me up. Look, man.
You get it right. Shut your mouth. He came in. Bash me up all the way, mate. All the way, boy.
Google Mancini gets in.
Mancini got outboxed by Hector Camacho clearly, and they gave it a split decision. They were desperate to give him the fight.
Is Hector Camacho in the Hall of Fame?
I don't know. But what I'm not talking about, I'm just talking about the fight. I don't know. He got outboxed cleanly. And they gave it a split decision because they wanted to give Mancini the fight.
I saw that fight, man. Yeah, I saw that fight, man. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that, man. But you know what? I agree with that. I ain't got no problem with it. All the others should be in as well. All the others should be in. I mentioned all of them. All of them guys should be in. Julian Jackson. All of them other guys should be in as well. But I ain't got no problem with them getting in. I had a problem with Gatti. I had a problem with Rocky. I don't think Sylvester Stallone should be in there. But that's just me, man. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So,
like a fictional character is in the Hall of Fame, and not Nigel Ben.
Yeah, that don't make no sense to me.
I won't mind. I just don't like the way Mancini talks about another fight. It's like, damn.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. You would think that he was a beast. Like he was like.
Yeah.
But that guy, he's never in a dull fight, man. But I don't know. I listen. You got this. This is what I said to Umar. Yeah. The criticism really is with the sports writer, Dan Raphael and them news. Like, Dan Raphael has been fucking covering boxing for 10 years. How the fuck does he know? Like, people like Kevin Kelly should be on the fucking sports writer. Because when I talked to Kevin Kelly, he's still pissed off that Naz is getting in before him. He's thinking, what the fuck? He went to fucking England to fight Nassim 2 times. The first time, Naz didn't want to fight him. The second time, Naz fucking came off his fight and said, okay then. And then they fucking started talking. That's how that fight came. If Kevin Kelly didn't fucking go there, right, he would have fucking got Naz in the business to come to New York. So why the fuck Kevin not getting in before? Like, Kevin's still pissed right now. He's still pissed right now. So
Kevin should be in there as well, but I understand because Nas was the victor, man. He won the fight.
Yeah,
it was exciting. It was exhilarating. Lots of knockdowns, but at the end, only one man was left standing.
Yeah, well, that's the fucking thing, man. You risk it all. Kevin risked it all, and you know, and this is what happens, man. You know.
I mean, he was this close. He could have got him out of there, man. He was this close. He got careless, man. He was going in for the kill and got cold-cocked.
Yeah, well,
It was this close. I mean, history would have been different now.
yeah, well.
Chinned, man. Got chinned. Got chinned.
Yeah,
Hey,
it is what it is.
I haven't got a problem with Riddick Bowe being in the Hall of Fame. I haven't got a problem with Riddick Bowe being in there either.
I got no
Like I
problem
told you,
with
my
it.
opinion on Riddick Bowe. Like, if you become the undisputed champion in any weight class, that's a big deal, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whatever happens after that is what happens after that. But you become undisputed. That's a very short list right there, man.
Right.
Especially in the era with multiple belts.
Yeah, yeah.
I got no problem with it, but you know, when I see other people's getting prioritized and stuff, it's just, you know.
Yeah, the sports. This is what I'm saying. It's the
Like a
sports
joke.
writers. The sports writers. Because all the old sports writers, maybe a Bert Sugar, maybe a Bill Caton. I don't know if Teddy Atlas on the council. Who the fuck are the sports writers? You know, I mean, they got Nigel Collins going in, and they got Jim Lantley. Any more problem with Jim Lantley going in there?
Jim Lantley.
He going in there? Yeah, he in there.
I mean, he's been calling fights a long time. I gotta admit, you know, I've been seeing him call fights for a
They
long
should just leave it
time.
to boxers. They should just put boxers in, and that's that. Not even,
Yeah, but at least they're not putting him in as a boxer. They're putting him as an announcer specifically, right?
boxers, coaches, promoters, trainers, announcers. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if announcers.
Well, they've been putting matchmakers in there. They've been putting them in from when it started. They put Tex Rickard in there, one of the great promoters of his day. They put him in there. They've been putting guys like that in there from the longest. So it's just consistently. It's just that what's happened is that someone like Iron Barkley, who fucking beat fucking Hearns in there. You know what I'm saying? He beat Hearns twice.
You know why he's in. Hearns is in there. He's not, because Hearns is affiliated with more fighters than Iron Barkley. Iron Barkley, that's his claim to fame.
But no, it's not. No.
Beating Hearns is the most is the fight that especially the knockout is the fight that Iron Barkley is most known for, as far as a victory.
You know what? He beat Michael Nunn, you know. I ain't gonna lie to you. He beat Michael Nunn, you know.
That was a close fight. I gotta watch that again. Maybe when I bring back throwbacks, I'm gonna review that fight right there.
He beat Michael Nunn, Chris.
Barkley is the champion at free weights, I think. At free weights. He's the free weight champion.
He wasn't the champion at 68 at 2 weights. At light heavy,
Super middle.
he held a legitimate belt at light heavy.
Super middle. And
And he
middle.
held a legitimate.
Listen, let me break it down for you without box rec, right? He knocked out Thomas Hearns for the middleweight champion. He knocked out Darren Van Horn for the super middle, and he beat Thomas Hearns for the light heavy.
Yeah, that's right, man.
That's right. You're right. I forgot about that super middleweight title.
And when he finished career at heavyweight.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no way Mancini and Gatti getting over Barkley. If they're doing it on and I tell you what, you see the war, the slugfest and the excitement argument. Even that he beats him on that. He beats him on all of that shit.
Yeah, he does, man.
Knockouts and all of that.
He does, man.
And resume.
I'll pick Iron Barkley over those guys, but not over Hearns.
Can I tell y'all? Can I tell you why?
Hey, Echo is. I think it's from Beats though.
Let me mute.
Go ahead,
Why he got in over them?
Go ahead, Umar.
He got in over them because he was a Caucasian. And I don't care what nobody tells me. Because, let me finish. I'm not going to just say because he's Caucasian. Because these motherfuckers like to see people that look like them that can compete. And they let them in. And I love Arturo Gatti. Don't get me wrong. I love Arturo Gatti. But at the same token, these fucking guys weren't Iron Barkley. These fucking guys weren't Nigel Ben. And there's no way you tell me they gave us better fights than those guys gave us. Because they never did. They never did.
Listen, right? Listen. You want to talk about action fighter? Go and watch Iron Barkley versus Robbie Sims, Hagler's brother. And if it ain't one of the best fights you see for slugfest action, I'm not even going to debate with you. I know you're just saying it just to get me pissed. That's one of the best toe-to-toe battles ever, right? And he's in enough of them. The Duran fight was a war. That was a war, right? Listen, he's got to be. He beat. Look, and he beat James Kinchin. James Kinchin he beat contenders too. Yeah. This guy wasn't no joke. He beat
Michael Olajide.
Beat Michael Olajide. Michael Jackson. The Michael Jackson fight is the cool.
Olajide can fight too, man.
Yeah, and he got rubbed against none, in my opinion. Got rubbed against none. Man, you know what I mean? Like, look, they putting Bartley in. They want to put Bartley in there. That's wrong.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, Beats. I got him in there over those guys, but not over Tommy Hearns. You know what I'm saying? So they was talking about because he beat Tommy Hearns, he should be in there as well. I don't know.
He beat Hearns twice, though.
Huh?
He beat Hearns twice.
I know.
He beat so.
I know. But Hearns beat people that he lost to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he be a Hall of Famer. Like, he should at least be fucking a Hall of Famer. Like Shane Mosley beat Oscar De La Hoya twice. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Hey, Brian Vera. Hey, let's comment. Brian Vera just announced his retirement right now. So after the loss, he just announced his.
Man, he should have did that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like I'm not being funny, right? You know, but Ben Umar does have an extreme point there. He does have a point. I know it's not nice, but he does. That is a valid point. There's no way if Bartley was a white fighter in America, they wouldn't be in the Hall of Fame today. There's just no fucking way. No way. Impossible. Impossible. If Bartley was white, Bartley would have a fortune right now.
Yep.
Even though he might have blew it, he would have made a fortune. The way he fought and the victories he had, knockout Hearns twice. Sorry, let me finish. If Ray Mancini, right, had beat Pernell Whitaker twice, because let's say that's the equivalent of beating Hearns twice, how big would he be today? How big would he be today?
Big,
they'd be saying Mancini would have kicked Floyd's ass.
Yep. Yep. Hell yeah. What?
That's what they'd be saying.
Yep.
It's the truth. It's the truth. Can't just ignore it. Can't just watch over it. If it's true, it's true.
And Aaron Barkley had the crowd pleasing style,
right?
That they like to talk about.
Right. Right. It's the truth. He would have made multi-million-dollar purses. Right? And you see all the fight against Nunn? They would have gave him the decision.
Yeah, he would have got this. I know Chris don't like that one. Yeah, when we watched it, as a draw. Like,
yeah,
it looked like to me. It looked like he done enough to win.
But because he's got the gatekeeper reputation.
I do, Chris. I'm not gonna lie to you, because remember me and you was arguing Beats.
Well, we ain't saying on the video though.
Nah. But when I look back at it, he had enough to. He was bringing it, bro. He was bringing it to Nunn nicely, bro. Nunn came out there. Nunn came out there
getting punched that jab in the mouth.
Nunn came out there with his life, bro. He came out with his life, man. He lucky.
Yeah, Barkley wasn't no joke, man. Barkley wasn't no joke.
Barkley was bringing heat on it.
Barkley wasn't no joke. Aaron Barkley was no joke.
Yeah, like, but look, man, he was getting beat up by Hearns in that fight, bro, and he fucking scored one of the most memorable knockouts you've ever seen in your life.
He said the body shots were he said he didn't film. He said he didn't film.
He could say what he wants to say. We was in pain. He was in pain when he was covering them body shots, and that's what
believe him.
Swing. You believe him?
Yeah, I do.
You believe him?
He was tough, man. That dude was tough.
I believe it. It wasn't hurting that bust that he fucking was gonna bend, but it was hurting him when he fucking covering up and Hearns was fucking. But Hearns was busting that dude up, man. That's what a beating. He was taking a beating. Like it was merciful that the ref was letting that go in. And what the knockdown he scored on Hearns, bro, it was just memorable, man.
That left hook he threw on Hearns, bro.
Yeah, it was. You know what I mean? He scored that knockdown.
I remember when he beat up Darren Van Horn, boy.
Hey, Darren Van Horn. He was
Van Horn.
No, is that the one where he got beat by Rebrasse coming into that fight, and then he fucking put a beating on Van Horn. Van Horn,
Van Horn was unbeaten. He just knocked out Lindell Holmes.
Yeah,
just knocked out Lindell Holmes. I remember. I know what I mean. And Barkley
beat it. Man, I saw it on your shit. I saw the facts on YouTube. He was bad. The way he beat him up, Van Horn, man. Van Horn was scared for his life. He put him out, bro. hey, you're right. You know, like the man should be in the Hall of Fame.
He should be in there. It makes it like a joke. To me, it's a joke.
He's not even. He wasn't even on the ballot. So
yeah, it's a joke. That's an absolute joke. That's a farce. You know what I mean? That's why I laugh at it. When I hear Dan Raphael talk about boxing, I just laugh. Really, people say they hate it. I don't hate people. I just think, man, you know what I mean? He's not even worth discussing to me. How do you get you that angry? He can't get me angry.
There's a lot of fighters out there that are forgotten fighters, man.
Man.
But you look at their record, you look who they fought, especially a fighter like Iran from the modern era who has all those losses on his record. He gets overlooked. You know what I'm saying?
It's like Joe Frazier, though.
But like you said, he's a 3-time champion, man. He should be considered, B.
Not considered. He should be in. He should be in.
What I'm saying is, no doubt. If they're gonna put people like Boom Boom Mancini in, yes. But if you're gonna be like scrutinizing,
even if they didn't put Mancini in, he should be in there. Results, excitement, punching power, knockouts, and even in the fights he lost, Barkley is in the Hall of Fame, bro. He's in the Hall of Fame. Like even when he lost to Nigel Benn, the 3 knockdown room took I'm not saying Ben was lucky, but in a way he was
lucky. Yeah, he was lucky.
James Toney wasn't lucky.
He was lucky. If that wasn't a 3-round knockdown, if that wasn't a 3 knockdown, he gave Ben hell, bro. Like, he would listen. If that wasn't a 3 knockdown rule,
Nigel Benn was never lucky. Nigel Benn was a soldier, boy.
He was gonna be in for hell, bro. But I tell you what, Ben's a fucking soldier. Ben was giving it to him. But I tell you what, if that 3-round knockdown, because Bartley was still ready to fucking go, bro. He was still on it, you know. He was still on it. When he waved it off, when Patira Ray waved it off, he was like, "What, bro? Really?" And that's when they changed the 3-round knockdown rule for the WBO, when they realized that rule's stupid. If you're knocked down because they need to understand how you was knocked down. If you was devastatingly hurt, they stopped the fight. But the man was knocked down 3 times in the fight, in one round, so they stopped the fight. But they changed that rule after that. They changed.
Didn't Michael Benn win a title like that?
Nigel Benn against Barkley. No.
Michael Benn
against Tommy Morrison.
Yep, but that happened to Tommy twice. I think Ray Mercer won the title like that too.
No. Mercer bludgeoned him, bro.
He beat him down.
Yeah, Mercer. No, that wasn't no free. That was the one knockdown. No other knockdowns needed.
That's it.
One knockdown.
And Mercer was getting busted up early, and he turned the tables.
Yeah, Tim Witherspoon lost his title like that to Bone Crusher Smith.
Yeah, getting knocked down 3 times in the
fight.
Yeah. They started realizing when they looked at that rule was a stupid rule. But I think they were trying to look out for the safety of the fighters concerning knockdowns and stuff like that, but concussions and stuff. So you look back at it, it wasn't, for the fight fans watching it wasn't a good rule because the fight gear was ready to go on, man. You could be knocked down 3 times in the ring, but depending on how you was knocked down, you know what I'm saying? I mean, most of the guys wanted to continue.
Just imagine the first Pacquiao Marquez fight. That fight don't continue.
Yeah,
you're right. It would have been stopped. The fight would have been stopped.
That's a wrap.
The fight that Marquez won, right?
Yeah.
He won that fight. Pacquiao won that fight.
Draw. It was a draw.
It was a draw. It was a draw officially. I had him winning on my scorecards, even with the 10-6.
That's cool. No problem. But I had Marquez never losing to Pacquiao. That's me. He never lost a fight to that guy, in my opinion.
That's all right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all right, man. Well, hey, you guys covered the Bradley and the
fight. Juan Manuel. Hold on. Let me say that properly. Juan Manuel Marquez Mendez, El Dinamita, one of the greatest of all times. Don't you ever disrespect that man.
Did anyone cover the Jesse Vargas fight and the Bradley fight?
Yeah, we covered it early when you was taking a hiatus right there, when you was taking a break.
Yeah, let me go over it real quickly, man. Listen, if Bradley loses this fight, man, he needs to win this fight right now, man. He needs to win this fight He needs to win this fight. He cannot lose to Vargas right now. He cannot. He's talking about going up to 154 and facing Triple G if Triple G goes down there. Like, Bradley be talking some mad shit. He said He said, 1 minute, please. He said even he's looking to go up to 160 and fucking face the middleweight. That's what Bradley's talking right now.
That's psychology. He's doing what he's doing. He's doing some psychology on Jesse. He's trying to tell Jesse, look, I mean, I'm so bad and mad. I'd fight Triple G and not a cat. He's trying to get in Jesse's head. He ain't gonna fight. He ain't gonna fight.
And he's training for power again. I don't know if that's gonna be good or bad, man. Yeah, I agree with Errol. He needs to win this fight, like Danny Garcia needs to win the Paulie fight. They can't. Those two fighters cannot lose.
No, they can't lose. He can't lose this weekend. Like Vargas can lose and come back, yeah, but Bradley cannot lose this fight. If he loses this fight, it doesn't look good.
Listen, let me speak. He's not losing to that fucking guy.
Well, he's been getting decisions in Vegas, man.
Let me finish. Don't overthink it. He is not losing. That's easy work. This motherfucker's last 4 fights, not 2, not 3, 4 fights, he got gift decisions. He's not beating Bradley. Stop it.
Now is Bradley gonna make it a difficult fight for himself, or he gonna fight an intelligent fight?
Yeah, that's right.
That's my brother Manny. That's the only thing I worry about, because this motherfucker might make it difficult on him. But even if he makes it difficult on himself, he's still gonna win the fight.
It's gonna be a difficult fight.
It's easy work. It's easy work. It's easy work.
Nah, it's not easy work. It's not easy work.
I don't care. All right, Boots, you disagree. I don't care about none of y'all brothers say. No respect.
Bradley's had an easy fight. When's the last time, like, apart from the Marquez, and even that wasn't that.
Exactly. That's how it's gonna be. It's gonna be a Marquez fight again. And you know,
it won't be a Marquez fight.
I got Bradley. Me personally, I got Bradley easy work. Easy work.
Jesse got a reach on him as well. I think Jesse got a reach.
He does not. No, he does not. Let's get that right. No.
I wouldn't be surprised. Timothy Bradley has short arms.
He does, but Jesse Vargas doesn't have the reach, and Jesse Vargas is trash. Easy work.
Jesse Vargas be getting decisions out here, bro.
I know. That's the only thing I'm worried about. He gets decisions. That's what I said. I worry about that, but come on now. The brother's getting that decision, man. Come on now. Hold on. Let me say something. What are we talking about? What the fuck are we talking about? The brother's back.
What are you talking about, man? What? Vargas is that dude, bro. You know what I mean?
I ain't talking about Vargas. What are we talking about? The brother's getting a decision. I ain't talking about nobody named Vargas. What are we talking about?
I'm talking about Vargas will get a decision over Bradley. That's how they fucking problem.
That's fine. That's fine.
I reckon, to be honest, man. I mean, like, I think the upset. I think the upset's gonna. I got this sneaking suspicion. He nearly lost against Chavez, and you know, I just think he's taking a lot of wear and tear now. And you can't just indefinitely keep turning out performances. He did, like, I think the second Pacquiao fight done something to him too. You know, the fighters are not robots, man. Eventually, you know, like, they lose interest.
Yo, T, what you saying? T, you alright?
Yeah, man. I'm checking out what y'all on right now.
You see when Bradley's talking right now, like, I've never heard him curse out opponents. He wanted to fight Morales and all that stuff, talking about fighting Golovkin in the week for the fight. He's a bit worried. I mean, like, he's a bit worried too. He's a bit worried.
We got this.
Hey, please get echo though, like, after, like, mute, yeah, because go ahead, Boomer.
All right, I'm talking to you guys. You guys, my brothers. Listen this way, boy. The brothers, we got this. So it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Black man, and don't interrupt me. Black man got this. We're gonna outbox him. We're gonna show him the skills. It's all over. We winning this. It's over. Don't argue with me. We winning this. Easy work. That's where it's going. That's where it's going to be. And in about, I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me finish, beats. About 25, 30 minutes. This Ramadan Kareem, alhamdulillah. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, I gotta eat, and I gotta play Tarawih. So I gotta go pray soon. I'm telling you right now.
Is that analytical what you're doing there, or was that just black way?
Not analytical.
Bees is analytical.
Oh, there's no analytics at all. It's all hard.
Yeah, I believe Bradley on another level than Jesse Vargas, man. And even if he is faded a step or two, it's still another level than what Jesse Vargas done shown. I think he don't got the reach advantage, and that'll be a first time for him in a while. Like it'll be a disadvantage in a while that you haven't seen, but he's still gonna be Vargas. And if you want to go up and fight Triple G at 160, I'll watch it. Nigga, period.
Thank you, T. But yo, let me jump in real quick. Yo, I gotta go. My brothers, I got nothing but love for you. Love you, Beats. Love you, Arrow. Love you, everybody on the line. I gotta go pray. If y'all are on the line, I'll be back. I'll holler at y'all, man. Nothing but love for y'all brothers, man. Y'all brothers have a good day.
All right, man. Peace, man. 90 bounce as well, man. T, give us your take, man. I think Vargas can pull the upset though, for real.
Vargas on the upset? No, I think Bradley gonna show up. He gonna show all he got through his game. Bradley can pretty much do anything he want to do in the ring, and I mean sometimes that lead to his demise. Like he'll get into fights he shouldn't be in. But Jesse Vargas got nothing for Tim Bradley as far as showing the wear and tear. Like he doesn't have that big power to show the wear and tear that people want to say that Bradley has. I think Tim gonna do whatever he want to do in this fight. Like I just seen Jesse performing, underperforming over and over again, and I really do entertain the going up to 160 or 154 and fighting Triple G. Like why not? Like if he's saying it, I mean we put other welterweights in that line of fire. Well, I shouldn't even say line of fire because I don't just say Triple G's gonna beat him. I don't know what happened. So we put other welterweights in that position to go in there and fight Triple G. So why not Tim Bradley if he's saying he want to do it? He got something to prove. He done lost what
they're not putting him in there. It's like Triple G gets nothing out of knocking out Bradley. Bradley hasn't got a punch for that division. He hasn't even showed any interest of fighting at 154 ever.
But Beast, who is Triple G getting credit for? I give Triple G credit for really no one on his resume. So, I mean, hell, why not add to the no credit list? Because he's fighting no one else of stature. So, I just see Tim Bradley as a viable opponent, and I don't really think you could sell it as pay-per-view. To be honest with you,
no.
I think you would.
Bradley's not a big draw now, is he really?
Let's look at Triple G's gonna carry it though.
He's not a big draw. That's not pay per view. That's
probably
PBC type fight level.
Hey, people, I don't think it's pay per view, but people would want to see it though. It's definitely a fight that people want to see.
I ask you this. Is for Triple G a 200K, a 300K pay per view event? Is that not a success for him?
Triple G's not even doing pay-per-view, I don't think, is he?
I really do think, in my right mind, I'm telling you, I think if they put Tim Bradley, who's been in pay-per-view with Manny Pacquiao doing 800K, what was the other one, like 750K?
I don't even live in America, but if you walk through America and post up Tim Bradley to a lot of the people, they won't know who he is.
Hey, but think about it, Triple G's doing ratings of 1.4? Peaking. His ratings are peaking. I really believe HBO could take a shot in the dark, and I would like to see it at 154. Bob Arum I just went to boxing scene just a minute ago. I just turned the boxing scene, and it's a headline: Arum Bradley capable of beating Golovkin at 154. I'm not saying it's crazy.
Golovkin struggles to do pay-per-view.
Okay, maybe not. You know, that's not really the biggest issue. I'm just saying HBO could get some money that way. If they want to put them on regular HBO, even better for me.
I don't mind seeing it, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm interested to see what happens, man.
What, Bradley?
Yeah. I'm interested to see if he wants to. He said, look, man. It's like when Chad Dawson said he can come down to middleweight to fight Andre Ward. super middleweight, and he said he was up there. I want to fight him. Bitch ass went down and got his ass beat, but you know. So if they want to do it, I'll watch it. I don't mind, man. I'm cool with that, you know.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like whether it's a pay per view or not, like the intrigue is there.
Bradley's definitely getting knocked out.
We'll bring the fucking odd makers. We'll have Triple G a huge favorite in that fight, man. Yeah. Huge favorite, you know. But I won't. You know, if Bradley's see the thing is, why is Bradley talking this jive at the minute? I don't know why he's saying all this stuff. He's trying to sound like a tough guy. I don't know why he's saying this stuff here. You know,
he's trying to shake up Jesse. Yeah, you see, I'd fight Triple G. So he's trying to get in people's heads, man. You know, yeah. Listen, let me tell you this, right? Is Coach Garcia ain't letting him in that ring with Triple G.
Look, they ask you the question. They ask you the questions at press conferences. You just answer them. If he's answering like, okay, I gotta take his word for it. Bradley's never done nothing that told me I can't take his word for something. Now, once he proves that, I'll start questioning his word. But so far, so good. He said what he said. He set out to do.
Bradley was irritated this week. He even said he had to take the piss test, and he went through this and that. He was irritated. He said all that stuff he was saying to Vargas and Morales and about. He was irritated. He apologized to Finn. He was irritated.
And I don't want people to look at the performance versus Vargas coming up, regardless if it's just a 8-4 win, 9-3, whatever kind of fight it is. Triple G's a totally different opponent, and it's certain things you won't have to figure out with him. You know what he is. He's coming for. Jesse Vargas might present some kind of problem because he is sitting back trying to be a boxer.
Yeah.
But, you know, and he could switch a little bit too and try to slug it out and come forward and try to break your will. But to me, I don't want people to look at the performance and say, "Oh, Bradley Triple G's absurd." I'm looking at the fight knowing Bradley's gonna win. That's how I see it. I'm confident in that. And I'm also confident he'll get in the ring with Golovkin, and that'll be his best opponent. Like, I don't see how anyone could down that.
The reason why he said that, Beast, he said he wants to be a Hall of Famer. That stuff, he said he wants to be a Hall of Famer. So he said he don't. He goes, I got money, I got security. I want to secure my legacy as a Hall of Famer. So he's saying I want to fight Triple G. That's where that came from.
Yeah, even in the loss, like, you gotta look and say, damn, this dude did that shit. Like. I just see it that way. What was he?
Only way I'll give him credit is if he puts up a good fight. I ain't giving you credit just for going there and getting knocked out.
He's got a Hall of Fame resume already, you know that, Bradley. You know that. The guys he's fought.
Got to perform. If you're going to go up there, because it's an audacious fight. So if you're going to go up there, you got to perform. You go out there and get knocked out in a round. I ain't going to give up.
I mean, it's a. I don't know if y'all respect this guy on YouTube or not. A lot of times he's been a good ear for me, you know, a good ear for The Wire, right? The Wire felt the same way I felt as soon as I heard Bradley talking about Triple G, that Bradley could get in his chest, he could turn him, he could get lower than him, he could present things that Triple G had. He felt this way about Cotto too now. He could present things that this man haven't seen. Like he feels like I feel. Triple G's a beast versus bigger fighters, taller fighters. And so far that's been true. And everybody points to the Uma fight, and now they point to rounds where Monroe went out and did things in the pocket, turning them. And I'm saying, yeah, like
way harder than Bradley. Cassie Muma hit way harder than Tim Bradley. Look, if Bradley wants to fight and he's calling out, they should put Bradley in there. Put him in there, man. Put him in there.
Yeah, they should.
He said he walks around at 160. He said, why not? I said 150. He said 160 or 150, man. I mean, look at this. Cotto came up from the same weight classes, you know.
And a lot of these, I think Tim Bradley might jump up and get some more power. He quit taking all that weight out of himself. Like, who wants to eat vegan food for what is a 4 training camp? Might get some more pop on this shit. You never know, man. Like, I'd be willing to tune in and find out. I mean, it's better than Oscar De La Hoya saying, "Give me Triple G," no doubt. Like,
I would put him in there, man. I think it's gonna be a short night, but put him in there.
Hey, do you talk about Nathan Cleverly versus Van Farden?
Yeah, we had Fonfaro. I got Fonfaro beating him up.
Yeah, what do you think, T?
Fonfara impressed me with Chavez, man. But Cleverly might not. He coming down in weight, right? So
Um, yeah, he's a career light heavy though.
yeah, but still, he's still gonna be bigger than what Chavez was. But Fonfara showed some skill in that fight, man. Like I don't care what no people say. The way he was turning Chavez and putting them punches together, he impressed the shit out of me, and it kind of better send the Stevenson win for him. I think he's gonna go. He gonna meet up with Stevenson again, and that's gonna be the next time he lose. I don't think he's gonna lose no time soon, unless he fights Stevenson again. If you look at the people he's capable of fighting, he's not gonna lose for a while.
Yeah, it's interesting. In a couple of hours, we got the Showbox. So Leonard Bundu's fighting in a couple of hours. There ain't no notable names on the Showbox card, man. In fact, let me see.
That guy's dead. That guy's not dead.
Nah, man, over in America. T, you watching the Showbox card coming up?
Yeah, Solomon versus versus the prospect.
Yeah.
I know you know Sam Solomon though.
Yeah, I know. I don't know too much about the dude he's going against though, man.
Yeah, he a DC. He like a DC kid. I can't even remember the name right now. He just a prospect. He fought the guy that Andre Brinson. He fought Brinson maybe 2-3 fights ago.
Yeah.
Went 10.
Yeah.
He got hurt. He got hurt in that fight. He did some hurting in that fight. He been dropped too, but Sam Solomon could pull out some veteran tactics. But that knee though, man, like both of them knees or whatever the situation is with him. The kid can sit back from distance and let some short, sharp punches go, man. But his legs, he stands straight up when he fight. I see that in him. And the defense wasn't rolling many punches or catching many punches. He was taking them, man. So Solomon got a shot here.
Yeah, it's weird though, cause there's not many good fights coming up. I mean,
Carson Jones fighting Ryan Rose in the rematch, isn't it?
Pardon?
Hey, hold on.
Carson Jones and Brian Rose rematch.
Yeah, well, good. Oh, Carson. Well, I won't bet my money on Carson Jones there. Carson gonna whoop his ass again.
Yeah.
Brian Rose is terrible, man. About the referee stopped the fight. Man, the Brian Rose is terrible. Look, man, he ain't recovered from the beating from the Andrade. He barely won the eliminator. He never won that eliminator. He said because it was in Liverpool or Hartlepool, wherever it was. He won that. He's gonna get broke up by Carson. Carson's gonna be worse, man.
That was a beating, man. When Andrade put on him, that was the scariest fight. I just wanted them to hurry up and let him out the ring, man. He was taking a beating from center field, from left field and right field, all at the same time. Punches was coming from everywhere. He was just eating everything. It made no sense for him to be in there after like 4 rounds after what I saw.
That's right.
And oh yeah, man, you got Erickson. You got Erickson Lubin, man. He's a talented prospect, man. Like some people gonna say he's gonna be the better than Spence. He's won Golden Gloves over here in America, so like Al Heyman I think this Al Heyman type card. He putting his prospects in there quick, so you never know what's gonna happen.
Spence couldn't even get a bronze in the Olympics, man. He couldn't even get a bronze.
Who's up?
Errol Spence.
That happened though, man. That happened though.
He didn't get nothing in London.
But look at the UK kid who won gold. What's it, Luke Campbell? You think he's gonna be an amazing pro?
Well, he's fighting on the same field as Carson Jones.
No, I don't think so.
See, that's what I mean. Like if some guys is gonna win gold, that as a pro level, you ain't gonna even care to see him. So
nah, he's not no Joshua. In the pro level, they know already. They know that's why they're fucking holding him back. They know, bro. He ain't.
Man.
Come on, man.
What did Amir Khan win? Silver or bronze? He won silver, didn't he?
Silver. Amir Khan tested himself, man.
Yeah, Amir Khan's won silver, but if you showed me Spence and Khan and if you gave me that matchup right now, I wouldn't be picking Khan, man. So like I don't look at the medals, but if you do win one, it gives you clout. But at the end of the day, dude just got a hell of a skill set, man. He really do.
Good point, man. The medal though, in the pros, it not necessarily mean you're gonna be fucking good in the pros, man.
That LaGreco fight was fun for a minute, man. It was fun. Like seeing him step around him like that. I just wanted Andre Ward to do the same thing later that night, and he just wouldn't do it. I was like, man, Spence was on a mission, and it just reminded me of, I don't know, man. I seen some Lomachenko stepping around, and I just seen some hell of activity from a 147-pound fighter that's gonna be moving up in weight because he ain't got no choice. Dude is huge, man.
I don't think Spence performed well in that fight. To him, he fought back.
You didn't think so?
Nah, I think Spence was trying to perform. I think he was trying to showcase. He was trying to go for the knockout. Usually he's better than that. He's more systematic.
I listened to an interview with him. He was saying he got headbutted a few times. He was complaining about it. I thought he was gonna lose his.
He walked right into the headbutt.
Because he was trying to knock the dude out early. He had no respect, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought he was trying to just make, like you said, make too much of a show, and then he lost his composure a little bit. But shit, it took a round to get it back, and man, like Sean Porter went 10 rounds with LaGreco, man.
Yeah, he did, man.
Hey, that's another point, y'all. Sean Porter, when I was talking about Broner being fearful of that power that everybody said Porter was gonna knock him out with. Man, other day I knew this, but I just didn't think of it. Other day I messed up and didn't tell y'all, man. Sean Porter only got 2 knockouts in fights that's scheduled for 10 rounds or more. If you don't believe me, go check it.
Nah, he's not. Yeah, that's the truth. That makes me. He's not a huge puncher.
That's like Adrian Broner just. I think it's not there in the gym. It's not there mentally. It's not. I mean, he's not mentally tough, or he's really not smart in the ring neither. So it's 3 things that I think he got to work on. He could be a better fighter, but like I said, 20% chance that it ain't gonna happen. 80% chance it's not gonna happen. Excuse me.
What, the rematch you talking about?
No, that Adrian Broner just get his shit together.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, man. Beast is already ain't no time for that already.
I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch.
Me neither.
What? See if Adrian Broner improves?
Yeah, why not? And what's his name? And Sean. But at 140, it'd be at 147 this time. So I don't know if it'd be good for Broner.
Yeah, Beast was saying like Porter will have more control in the negotiations.
Yeah, of course he should.
Sure. Yeah, no doubt. I see Porter as a threat to anybody who don't got no heart. I mean, like I said, I don't respect this game. I don't see any. Let me rephrase that. I don't like his game. I don't see any skills. I think Adrian Broner was telling the truth when it comes to Kenny Porter. Like that tandem is just like way too girlfriend boyfriend for me. And Kenny a dominant boyfriend for me. Like I mean even Adrian Broner camp is saying, Sean was doing the interview and he was like, no, you gotta talk to my dad. Go ahead.
I think that's the I'm not having a go at anyone. I think that's what's happening in the black community. We're not used to having dads there, so if you're close to your dad, he's like,
No. But the fact that he talks 90% of the interview and Sean Porter talks 10% is the thing that people saying. Like, it's just not. It's not a good look, man. Like Kenny Porter. I mean, but at the end of the day, let's be real. If Adrian Broner would have lost that fight, Kenny Porter was gonna get fired. Like he was gonna be replaced, in my opinion. And
Sean is not a talker. His dad's a talker. Sean.
Okay.
He's not. He is a talker, but his dad overpowers him, man. His dad, he does. Because I talked in an interview Sean by himself. This is before he blew up. He can talk, bro, but his dad is fucking dominant, bro. His dad is on it. It's like his dad just takes over.
Y'all got the same problem with Eubank Jr. I don't see how he doesn't see this.
Yeah, but you know what the word you're using instead of boyfriend? It's called overbearing, though. It's a bit overbearing. That's what it is. You know what I mean?
I'm all for a good father-son relationship, but I swear, like 90% of the interviews, he does 85% of the talking. Sean does 10% smiling and 5% talking. Like Sean can't talk, you know that, because he got a big smile on his face.
Yeah, listen. Getting used to boxers talking too much as well, anyway. Well, most of these fighters shouldn't be doing half the talking they're doing, because they ain't doing crap in the ring anyway. Most of the fighters do too much talking. So if you don't talk a lot, maybe it's not that bad a thing. Most of the fighters do too much talking.
Even Adrian Broner made a video, like they was with Ellie Setback, and the boy that's with Adrian Broner, one of his honor rides, said he sees an interview and Sean was like, you gotta talk to my dad. Like, man, like I don't know, man. It's just weird to me. Like he gets all the shine.
Sean, see, everyone's talking about it like overbearing. No, Sean got faith and love for his dad, so he doesn't mind it. Like, you know, like, man, I don't know. I think in the black, we're not used to seeing it. That's what I honestly believe. That's how people are reacting. We're not used to seeing dads in a life, so it just looks weird. You close to your dad? What? What's that? I mean, just weird. It weirds us out. We're not used to it.
Looking at a headline right here, it's like I see Bartholomew got an ordered title shot because Mickey Bay vacated his belt.
Really? Mickey Bay vacated his belt? Oh shit! Why he vacate? Oh, I'm like,
because basically what he did, he got offered purse money to fight a Russian dude, and he didn't accept it. And then he got some I think he went to purse bids or something. He got some stupid money, and I don't think he was motivated to fight. So I don't know.
What the fuck is? Oh, come on, Mickey Bay, man! You just done freaking got your bout, get some credibility, and you threw your bet in the garbage. Because the Bartholomew fight would be a good fight with him. I mean, what are we doing here?
That's beat, man. Rouse is on that.
But you're a champion now. Get your respect. You just got the belt, man. Come on now. And the thing is, a lot of people didn't think he won that fight. That's bad, man. That looks really bad. I don't like that, you know. And Mickey, you know what? I was on Mickey Bay. I like Mickey Bay for that, yeah. And I was hoping he would be a good champion, but I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy at all.
Here's the quote. Mickey Bay vacated the title because he didn't want to go to China to do his mandatory. And that comes from the IBF chairman. And they're saying Rancis Bartholomew versus, I'm not finna butcher this name because I don't know it at all. Shafikov or something like that. I've seen him fight before. Can't do the name. Shafikov. I think
he was supposed to fight Shafikov. Yeah.
Yeah, and now they ordering Bartholomew for that title, but Bartholomew just fought at like 140. So,
hey man,
that's what I'm saying. These fights ain't real. If you was a real fighter, you would have went to China and fought.
Yeah, man. You come on, man. That's. Hey, you know what? Maybe because when he won his world title, maybe put him a new house, a new car. Just like fuck it, I don't need to fight no more. I'm good. You know, maybe I don't know. They over there in the money team. You know what I'm saying? They get
I look at it like this. My boy Bartholomew could be a 2-time world champion, and he get a good opponent as well. You know, so it is what it is. You know, and I think he'd get a better 140.
It'd make Mickey Bay look stupid. He'd beat Mickey Bay.
Yeah. Well, you see, what do you think about you saying Bartholomew could be Adrian Broner, isn't it?
Yes.
Who? Bartholomew?
Yes.
I think I mentioned that our last show. I do think it'd be a hell of a fight for Adrian Broner. I never seen nobody outbox him, but like I said, I never seen Adrian Broner be a worker neither. And some of these guys hungry, man. They see the name
Adrian Broner outboxed.
Well, like I guess you could say the Paulie fight. He did have to make some adjustments, but Paulie can damn near outbox anybody when he start moving like that, man. Like he did the same shit with Cotto before. He just good, man. He like good in the good.
Ponce de Leon outboxed him.
Who is that?
Ponce de Leon outboxed him. Didn't get the decision.
They did, man.
Until late in the fight, Adrian Broner made a lot of. I mean, Ponce de Leon did a lot of good work inside, not being a one-punch combination thrower. I mean, I don't know.
Hey, Bartholomew, I think Bartholomew, you know, we're seeing it. Because, you know, he ain't got that many names, but it would be interesting. He's a good fighter, though. And I think Mickey Bay, Adrian Broner. I mean, Adrian Broner, man, like, he's something that's... Anyway, forget Adrian Broner. Bartholomew, I think, Bartholomew goes and picks up that title. I mean, he was a champion. Was he a champion at Super Feather? So...
130.
Yeah, 130. Now he's got 135, 140. So, I like it, man.
I think it was the IBF. Yeah, he was the IBF champion at 130. So what they're doing, like a lot of people are asking, is how is he getting this shot at 135? Because I think it's a few of these weight classes that let you be the not the weight classes, but organizations, sanctioning bodies or whatever, championship sanctioning bodies like the IBF, WBO, WBA, WBO for sure. A few of them will let you have that title at the lower weight and then go up a weight class and challenge for that title. Sort of like Terrence Crawford just done with the 140 WBO. And so they letting him do it at 135, even though he skipped 135 and fought at 140 in this last fight. Like he went up 2 classes. So I mean, if you get that belt, man, it say a lot about him. So let's, you know.
Yeah, I think he can. I think he can.
But how you know, he got to be, and like the announcers were saying during the PBC broadcast the other day, he's a big dude, man. So he got to be real disciplined to be making 130 like he was making it easy. So he got to be disciplined to be doing that. So I would say, yeah, he would probably beat Broner because he's putting in the work compared to what I see Adrian Broner not doing. So I would give him the edge.
Yeah, I think, you know, the Bartholomew fight versus a Crawford fight would be very interesting as well.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
That'd be interesting, you know. That's a pick and fight right there. That's a very good fight, you know.
Oh shit, yeah, good one. Go on.
Yeah, I'm looking at this Wade guy's record, yeah. The one who's fighting Sam Solomon, he ain't never lost, man. He might break out. I mean, this is a middleweight fight, so a 10-round middleweight fight. So if this dude's good, I mean, most of the fights he's won a couple of decisions. He's got some decisions. He's got more knockouts though. He's got a good record. He's got a record of 17 with 12 knockouts. So it'd be interesting. You know, Sam Solomon, he's 5'10", so we see he's an American guy. If he makes some waves, maybe a Golovkin fight, but we're gonna see it in a couple of hours, man.
Nah, I can't say Golovkin fight if he fighting on Showtime. Like, I don't know, man. Golovkin then a crash and burn situation. Like, HBO might not be willing to put any money behind the fight until Al Heyman either shows he's going to succeed or fail. Like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. If you realize their best fights have been like Lucas Matisse versus Provodnikov, and both of those guys lost. Like, if you look the last biggest fight that they had, the big fight, not John Molina return, both of them guys lost. And then they also sold you 2 losing fighters in Porter. I mean, not Porter, but Brandon Rios versus Mike Alvarado. So, like, they just selling you losing bouts and saying, hey, it's going to be a war, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Chris Bird just lost his mother. Chris Bird lost her.
Oh, that's a shame, man. That's
condolences, he just said on Facebook, yeah.
That's some sad news, man. That's some sad news, man.
Yeah.
Right, man. That's the thing with boxers, man. Did you know Thingy died the other day? What's his name again? The guy, you know the guy who fought Carmen Vasilio?
Former.
Yeah, is he former?
Yeah, former.
No,
yeah.
I'll be back, bro.
Yeah, that's a shame. No one even talked about that, man. He died the other day. Just like that. No one cared that Gene Former gave a great fights with Sugar Ray Robertson and Carmen Vasilio. You know what I'm saying? That guy was good, man. He was very good.
Well, it was a few weeks back now.
Yeah. Earl, you gonna stay up and watch that? You gonna stay up and watch that Dominic Wade fight, man? It's gonna be like 10 over here in the States.
Yeah, that's like it was 3 hours, man. You know me. I'm a diehard. I'm gonna be around.
Damn, man, you doing it big over there.
Hey, we got another hangout. We're gonna do another hangout tomorrow as well, cause
cause I'm gonna dive off, man. So
yeah, we're gonna do another hangout tomorrow, man. So T, you might as well break out now. Beats.
Yeah.
Everyone else. Hey, 5 fans, man, join us tomorrow, man. We catch you later. All right. Peace.